Tonight, we are on your side looking for answers to the growing violence on the streets of Jacksonville.
So we took your questions, our questions, and your concerns to the mayor and sheriff.
And it comes after 4 people were killed in 7 shootings over the weekend. Now, the number of homicides already reaching 21 this year. We're just 50 days into the year. That's higher than this same time period last year. In fact, JSO statistics show that the city had 15 homicides at this point last year.
We have team coverage for you tonight at 5. Our Troy Kless is digging deeper on how a criminal can break the mold and end the cycle of violence.
But first tonight, we begin with Nick Perot, who spoke with Mayor Lenny Curry and Sheriff Mike Williams. Nick?
Well, Heather, Anthony, good evening. Yes, speaking with both of them this morning, they actually met behind closed doors with Cure Violence, an Illinois group, to kind of talk on possible strategies as an introduction method, something the city is looking at possibly adapting some similar moves done by that group, by Cure Violence. Again, that was this morning, and then it led to a community workshop here from 2 to 5 o'clock. Both the mayor and the sheriff addressed those issues. What can I see from the sheriff's office that's going to be done tomorrow, next week, next 2 weeks?
Well, and what you've seen is things that we've already done, I mean, in response to that. So again, it's the hotspot policing, it's some of the other intervention tactics that we use in those areas, and we'll continue to do that.
Following the weekend's shootings, leaving 4 dead, Sheriff Williams and Mayor Curry were left reminding the public of investments already made within the city, referring once again to the $40 million in intervention and prevention with Kids Hope Alliance and the 180 officers added under Mayor Curry.
What happened this weekend was terrible and tragic. Before we got here, there was over a 30% increase in murders and homicides. Those flatlined after we started making our investments, so the surge stopped. It's still too much.
I thought it went great.
Something you have not heard before, the mayor, sheriff, and attorney general are among other government leaders meeting this week with Cure Violence. The Illinois-based group views violence as an epidemic and fights it like other contagious diseases. Part of the model is hiring people they call a violence interpreter. Think of it as a social worker that goes into violent areas following recent crime, usually within 72 hours, in hopes of stopping the crime from spreading.
This will be a great addition to that.
An important note, the Cure Violence seminar was not part of a direct response to this weekend's events, telling us the seminar has been in the works for about 6 months. The model cost about $500,000 a year, including training.
Yes, we have the dollars to invest where we need to invest to make our city a safe city.
So back out here live again, that was Mayor Curry telling that this is simply an introductory phase. There are going to be more meetings on this throughout the week with city officials and more workshops as well. Now, we also did ask the mayor in terms of the National Guard that was brought out there by a senator as an idea. He simply says that seems to be a political move at this point, not something that he is looking at this point. Now, our short class, continuing our team coverage for you tonight, looked at how do you break the mold on the criminal, having crime in your past as a youth. How do you move forward?